Top of the key for three! Splash! Big time three. Here comes Vice driving inside. Stolen, picked up by Samantha Marks. Oh, man, he made it happen!
Welcome to the Coca-Cola pregame show. Now, here is the voice of KVB's WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Tonight, the Oregon Davis Lady Cats host the West Central Lady Trojans in a battle between two of our area teams. This is Indiana High School basketball. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, our sports analyst, Justin Ruff. Hey, I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. This is KVB's WKVI Sports. And we welcome you to the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, 46532. We are back for more, set to continue the new era of Kankakee Valley Broadcasting Sports on 99.3 FM and around the world, streaming live on WKVI.com. Well, this will be an interesting one, folks. I have come down very ill this week, so bear with the voice. We are lucky we have an energized man in Justin Ruff along for the call. He may be asked to take over at some point in this broadcast. Just come down with some serious sickness this week, but we're persevering and pushing through because that's what I'm all about. You never stop and you never settle. As we get ready for our third basketball broadcast of the 2024-2025 season, we know the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis and, of course, the West Central Lady Trojans, as they are two of our area teams, like I said, but this will be our first glimpse of their new look for this season. When we look at the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis, head coach Aubrey Lady is in her fourth year leading the girls program. The Lady Cats started their season a month ago on November 5th, beating Couts at home 60-47. They followed that up with another win over Victory Christian 53-28. They then beat Trinity Greenlawn 49-26, so they went 3-0 to start the season. Their first loss came to cross-county rival the North Judson St. Pierre Lady Blue Jays. 74-53 was the final. Of course, we saw the Lady Jays last Turkey Eve against the Knox Lady Redskins. The Lady Jays are legit. They have a great team right now. The Oregon Davis Lady Cats, though, followed that loss up against the Lady Jays, beating Bowman Academy 56-34. They then beat River Forest 60-41. They then took on their other cross-county rival, the Knox Lady Redskins, and won 43-37. On November 25th, the Lady Cats fell to Caston in a tight one, 49-45. Last night on the road, they faced off against Marquette Catholic and lost 65-25 as the Lady Cats come into this matchup at 6-3 on the year and 0-2 in Hoosier North Athletic Conference play. Looking at stats for the Lady Cats, Sarah Thompson leads this team with 15 points per game. Right behind her is Gabby Krause, averaging 11 points per game, and then rounding out the top three is Jayla Patrick, averaging 10.4 points per game. Sarah Thompson, she also leads the team in rebounds. She is averaging 11 boards per game, averaging a double-double up to this point in the season. A very strong junior in Sarah Thompson. The team's steals leader is Gabby Krause. She's very good, too, as a junior. She's averaging 5.2 snags per game. She also leads the team in assists with 4.1 dimes per game. She told me on the court earlier she's expecting to hit 5 threes. A very confident individual in Gabby Krause, as the Lady Cats are averaging 49.3 points per game on offense, and their defense is allowing 44.6 points per game. Like I said earlier, with us this evening is our sports analyst Justin Ruff on the call. How was your Thanksgiving, Justin?
It was definitely better than yours, I guess, right? I am sitting very far away from you, Mitch. I can barely see you, but my throat hurts a little bit already. So this is your fault.
Jeez.
But no,
well, luckily I'm
it was
facing
great.
forward. I won't
There you
look
go.
at you when I talk to you.
Don't look at me.
I'll just look straight. And we'll just pretend like you're down on the sideline like all those other games we do. How's
Heck,
that?
I might have to do that.
But did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I did.
How's the
Mitch.
family?
It was good. They were fed.
They better be.
Thanksgiving, I think we gave them enough food, I do believe, and now they're itching for Santa Claus to come. It's always fun.
Quickly.
We're hitting that time, Mitch, and we're hitting that time where I enjoy coming in to gyms like this. Just the smell of it in December. I don't know what it is of gyms. Just excite me. I love being here, especially at Oregon Davis, one of my favorite gyms.
It is. It is a beautiful
It's a very
gym.
nice gym. Unfortunately, I was not blessed to play in this gym as a player. I coached here, but didn't play. But it's a nice gym. I love it.
Thoughts on the Lady Cats from the rundown I gave us?
So I do. What catches my eye? I mean, this is a young team, Mitch.
Yeah.
I mean, they only have one senior.
And we've been saying that about them for several years now.
It feels like we have. Heck, I remember saying that last year, but they're led by a pretty good junior class, and Thompson. She's a sophomore, but I do like Sarah Thompson. Sarah Thompson. Are they? Is that sisters there? Is that what? I don't want to get that
No,
wrong.
Sarah Thompson. You're correct.
And then Natalie. I know there's Natalie Thompson, so I didn't know if they were some kind of relation.
It may be. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I should have done my due diligence.
I should have done. Yeah, shame on us, Mitch. But I mean, I do know Sarah Thompson. She's like a Dennis Rodman for the rebound. She finds those boards, and that's very important for this team. If you think about it, Mitch, Oregon Davis, they had 6 wins last year, all year,
right?
And they're at 6 this year. I was very excited to see them have a 3-0 start. North Judson's going to be a heck of a good team, and it's nice to see them picking up a win at Knox. Never easy to do.
No, it's not.
And so it's going to be interesting to see what they do tonight. West Central's no cupcake team either, so it's going to be interesting.
I was waiting on it.
It only took a little bit, man. It only took a little bit, but I'm excited about this game and see what Oregon Davis does.
Well, we turn the page and look at the Lady Trojans of Francisville, Indiana. Head coach Tyson Mellon is now in his 6th season leading the girls program. They started their season beating Caston on the road 48-25. They stayed on the road to beat Knox 56-50. They fell to Morgan Township, though, at home for their first loss, 42-35, then fell to Tri-Township 44-40 a few days later. The Lady Trojans stayed at home to beat South Central 70-24. The Lady Satellites are just having a tough go right now. The Lady Trojans hit the road to face off against Michigan City and fell 42-27. 2 nights ago, they beat their heated cross-county rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors, 54-39, as the Lady Trojans come into this matchup at 4-3 on the year. Leading the Lady Trojans in the scoring department is Madison DeMoss. She's averaging 10.3 points per game. Right behind her is Kaylee Bishop, averaging 7, and then Sydney Mellon rounds out the top 3, averaging 6.6 points per game. Leading the team in rebounds is Madison DeMoss, averaging 8 boards per game. Cassidy Lattimore leads the team in steals, averaging 2.7 snags. Leading the team in assists right now is Kaylee Bishop, averaging 2.3 per game. Their offense is averaging 47.1 points per game, and their defense is allowing 38 points per game. Justin, it's no cupcake win when you go up against the Winamac Lady Warriors or vice versa in that matchup. It's a rivalry.
Oh, absolutely. And then they kind of brought for the girls program a tomahawk. We know that the boys have one. They do it for football and basketball, but they just started one for girls, and the girls, West Central had it for volleyball. And but no, I tell you what, West Central against Winamac the other day, it was a heck of a battle game, but West Central controlled it big time with their hustle. I mean, they flat out hustled our Lady Warriors, Mitch, and it was, and that is one of the keys for this game. I feel like for West Central. I mean, if you have a team, and Coach Mellon's known for that. He's known for his teams to really out-hustle you. And again, it's kind of similar. I mean, last year they won 13 games, and I feel like they're gonna get around 10 this year, maybe even more. But this is a really good team. I can't wait, Mitch, to see the battle down low today, because DeMoss, she gets a lot of rebounds. So seeing DeMoss going up against Sarah Thompson, they're underclassmen. I mean, DeMoss is a sophomore, I do believe. So it's going to be interesting to see how those two go up against each other down low.
Well, and then also Tyson Mellon, you'll hear it in his KVB Coaches Corner interview here shortly. The record when it comes to Winamac and the Lady Trojans, West Central Lady Trojans, he had mentioned 25-some years that the Winamac Lady Warriors had won that. So the fact that they're able to get a couple here now kind of makes things maybe hopefully going in the right direction for the Lady Trojans, unlike your Warriors, I know. But big win for them as they come into this game. We'll see what happens, as we are expecting another great evening of IHSAA girls basketball action, as we appreciate you joining us on the Coca-Cola pregame show, Taste the Feeling. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors. The Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report is next. You, of course, are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking, in 4-hour dinners with friends, in that first bite of something new, and in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
BP gasoline with Invigorate helps clean your engine and can give you more miles per tank. Continuous use may result in the following pleasant side effects: excessive smiling, feeling more relaxed, taking more drives just because, volunteering for carpool twice in a row, and bragging to your friends about how you use our best fuel ever. To find out if BP gasoline with Invigorate is right for you, stop by your local station to discover our best fuel ever. Versus minimum detergent gas. Average restored 3 to 5 miles per tank, based on fleet testing and based on what you drive and how you drive.
High school sports brought to you by Zingo Express. Who's in? Who's out? It's the Pulaski Memorial Hospital Injury Report with Mitch Columbi. Mitch?
Always appreciate my good friend John Thompson, always there for me in a time of need, as the Pulaski Memorial Hospital has been serving lives of the residents of Pulaski County and the surrounding area since 1963. We appreciate them supporting local high school sports and helping continue this tradition on KVB's WKVI. No injuries to report, as this is both of these teams very early on in the season, so no injuries to report right now. That's good. So that is our Pulaski Memorial Hospital injury report. Stay tuned. We're going to hear from Tyson Mellon of the Trojans and Aubrey Lady of the Bobcats after the break. That's in the KVB Coaches Corner. You are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. This presentation of our area's local high school sports is sponsored by Pulaski Memorial Hospital in Winamac. Pulaski Memorial Hospital is dedicated to providing excellent health care to improve the health and quality of life for the people and the community they serve. They will meet the community's needs and exceed their expectations by creating the best possible healthcare experience. For more information of the services they provide, call 946-2100.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
It's time to hear from the coaches in the KVB Coaches Corner. Here's Mitch Columbi.
I'm talking with head coach of the West Central Lady Trojans, Tyson Mellon. Coach, you're coming off a big-time win against your cross-county rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. The Tomahawk Trophy is still where you believe it belongs. How did it feel to win that game?
Oh, it feels good. Anytime you can win a game at home, that's what you want to do. And Winamac's had our number, obviously. I saw on Facebook, the last 25 years, West Central only won 5 of those games, so that stat's kind of disheartening. But hopefully, we start a new trend. Every year's a new year, and it was nice to come out on top.
Yeah, you come into tonight against the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, who are equally playing very well. What have you learned about them in preparation for tonight?
They're young and they're scrappy. They like to pick up full court. It's going to be a battle. I mean, it's two teams that like to press and run, and we'll just see who turns it over the most, I guess.
What do you have to see from the Lady Trojans on the floor tonight?
Well, there's always three statistics you want to win. You want to win the turnover battle. You want to win the rebounding battle, and it always helps to win the shooting battle. So if we can do those 3 things, I think we'll be all right.
Message to Trojan Nation here on the road.
Well, it's probably a little late to say come out and support us, but thank you for everything back home, and hopefully we'll bring home a win tonight.
Coach, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
I'm talking with head coach of the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, Aubrey Lady. Coach, you come into this game against the West Central Lady Trojans. They're coming off a big win against their cross-county rival, the Winamac Lady Warriors. What else have you learned about the Trojans coming into tonight's matchup?
They're going to come out strong and ready to go. They got some good players that are coming back, but our main thing is going to be to make sure that we're doing what we've been working on, since the season started, make sure we're getting up and pressuring, running the floor and taking care of business. With high school girls, you never know. They might get distracted one play or another, but they're able to get back on track, then we'll be just good. What's something that you guys have been working on that you definitely want to see out onto the court tonight? Our press. We like to get up and kind of cause havoc. The steal is off the ball, making sure that we're not reaching and having someone else, pick up the slack. We just have to make sure that we're being smart about it. With low numbers, you can't get into too big of foul trouble, but we're working on it. We're a little young, but we starting 2 freshmen tonight, so, we'll see how it goes. Message to Bobcat Nation. Come out and support us. We're ready to go. Coach, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Real magic is everywhere. It's in your mom's cooking. In 4-hour dinners with friends. In that first bite of something new. And in the fizz of a Coca-Cola. Now with so many options for less than $5, the Coca-Cola Value Collection will help you make the most out of every magic moment for so much less. Taste the magic for less with Coca-Cola.
It's time for the keys to the game. As we get set for Indiana High School girls basketball action, what are your keys to the game as a West Central Lady Trojan, Justin?
Well, with West Central, you got to keep doing what you're doing, right? Penetrate, drive hard at basket, get to the free throw line. West Central, they win games when they shoot a lot of free throws, so that should be one of them. Get to that paint.
All right, flip sides, if you're the head coach of Oregon Davis, what has to happen in order to get this win in the Den?
West Central, they have a lot of hustle, like I mentioned. They are a hustle team. So if you're Oregon Davis, you got to out-hustle them. And that also starts, like Coach said, in the press. Out-hustle them in the press to force turnovers.
That is our keys to the game. Stay tuned. Our LAP Waste starting lineups are next. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana.
Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columbi wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
It's time for the LAP Waste starting lineups.
For the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis and Hamlet, Indiana, starting at point guard, it's Gabby Kraus. The two guard is Aaron McMillan. Starting small forward is Maddie Zelaya. At the 4 is Ashley Laster, and at the 5 is Sarah Thompson. For the Trojans, the Lady Trojans of West Central in Francisville, Indiana, starting at point guard is Katie Scholes. At the 2 is Liza Allen. Starting small forward is Sydney Mellon. At the 4 is Kaylee Bishop. At the 5 is Madison DeMoss. That is our LAP Waste starting lineups. We'll be back to get set for tip-off. Hey, you are listening to KVB's WKVI.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
One of our hometown businesses here in our area in Monterey, it's LAP Waste.
Being able to recycle is one of our main goals at LAP Waste. Being able to say that we only take about 8% of our trash to the dump is pretty impressive for us, and we hope to keep building on that.
We service an 80-mile circle from Monterey. If you have a small job, big job, or just have a one-time, we are here to make a difference in this area.
And that phone number, Kirby?
574-542-4019.
The tradition continues with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
From the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, welcome to game number 3 of our 2024-2025 Indiana high school basketball season between the Oregon Davis Lady Cats and the West Central Lady Trojans. You better believe I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. You can stay up to speed on local high school sports in your area by following us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X, formerly Twitter at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. You, of course, can listen to us on your phone. Just go to one of our social media sites I mentioned and tap the link on our page. There is no excuses. Well, we climbed new heights on social media last week. A video I did outside of Lucas Oil, Justin, I checked it today, 16,000 views.
Wow. That's a lot, right?
That's how many views we let people know WKVI is on the air. What an additive to what we do in the broadcasting industry. I can't speak more about it. It's just a tool that I love using. 16,000 views. Unbelievable. Well, we are proud to let you know the PA announcer tonight in the Bobcat Den is Brian Ernst. The scoreboard operator is Hannah Simon. The official scorekeeper is Robin Flusop. Our officials for this evening are Daniel Escalante, Tyler Richards, and Brian Speck. With us tonight, breaking things down and analyzing play, we are honored to have Justin Ruff on the call. He may step in for me. As I stated earlier on in the pregame, if you're just now joining us, I came down with a very, very serious sickness on Sunday night into Monday morning. I'm reeling here, folks. I'm fighting as hard as I can, but we know we have the Energizer Bunny here. It's Justin Ruff, and he's got some play-by-play experience. Of course, last season I kind of threw it to him. I said, you're going to need it at some point, and here we are, Justin.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
That's why I'm an Eagle Scout. You got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Well, we, of course, remind you tonight's tip-off is brought to you in part by Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winamac. We also appreciate them being the sponsor for the Tyler Roth WKVI Athlete of the Week, given out each week on the Saturday Sports Line. You know it's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana. We go live every Saturday throughout the school year at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. We're going to talk with several basketball coaches this week, but the most important interview, Justin, and I think a lot of our listeners are waiting for, is that interview with head coach Brett Lambert of the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays. I got a hold of him today. He said he's going to be there. We're going to talk about the Blue Jays' amazing experience going to Indianapolis. Nothing to scoff at. Quite an amazing season for the Jays. Quite an amazing last few years for the Jays. So a culmination of talent that will be departing North Judson at the end of this senior season. We're going to give head coach Brett Lambert as much time as he needs to give those seniors the accolades that they deserve on an amazing run that they had. Keener Construction is a proud supporter of all local high school sports. Call Chad Keen at Keener Construction today for all your construction needs at 574-806-1387. Let Keener Construction build your home today. Osborne Advantage Real Estate is a proud sponsor of local high school sports and would love the opportunity to make you feel right at home in Stark County. Call them today at 574-896-2567. Sideline Automotive is a hometown proud auto care shop, recently voted Stark County's best for tires and oil changes. Call Joe today at 574-249-5537. L&D Farms is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. They are no stranger to hard work and dedication and recognize the structure and discipline that goes into playing sports and being part of a team. L&D Farms wishes all local teams good luck this season. Standing by to throw it down to public address announcer Brian Ernst as we will have our national anthem here in the Bobcat Den of Hamlet, Indiana. Like Justin said, one of the nicest gyms in our area.
I love it.
Well, let's go ahead and turn it over to Brian Ernst.
Of our national anthem, performed tonight by Oregon Davis senior Zach Kelly.
Very good trombone player there. She really nailed it there.
That was good.
Very good, a solo.
You can pay me to go out there with that thing.
You know, we always say it's tough to sing a national anthem in front of people. It's also tough to play a solo in front of people.
Yep.
But here we are on December 5th, 2024, just past 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central. Wherever you are, we so appreciate all of your listeners, all of our listeners, and your listenership over the years. It means so much, the history that WKVI has. We don't take it for granted, that's for sure, and we are continuing the tradition of the best possible way we can, raising the bar to the absolute highest. Even if we don't make it that high, at least we got as close as we could.
Absolutely.
Well, they're going through the starting lineups. If you missed the starting lineups a little bit earlier, we'll go through that right now. For the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, starting at point guard, we're going to see Gabby Kraus as the junior now. She takes the next step in her maturation process. The 2 guard is Erin McMillan. The 3 guard, or the small forward, is Maddie Zelaya. At the 4 is Ashley Laster. And the 5 is Sarah Thompson. Really excited to see her now as a junior as well. For the Lady Trojans of West Central, starting at point guard is Katie Scholes. The 2 is Liza Allen. Starting small forward is Sydney Mellon. The 4 is Kaylee Bishop. We remember her. And at the 5 is Madison DeMoss, the team's leading scorer and rebounder. MOT, Justin, moment of truth.
Absolutely. Again, Mitch, I'm excited to see the battle down low between these two teams. I'm also excited to see Gabby, just her activeness on the defensive end. Like you said, that she's leading the team in steals, and that's just like that just doesn't happen. She just doesn't find a ball and say, oh, hey, look, a ball, and she pick it up.
Right.
And that's a steal. No, she works for those steals, and I think she's one of the best defenders in this area. So it's going to be excited to see what she does just defensively and in the press. They've caused some issues, Oregon Davis has, with their press, so it's going to be exciting to see that as well.
Madison DeMoss and Sarah Thompson in the middle, and our web printing JT Shirt Shack tip is up and away.
Here we go, Mitch.
And DeMoss will control it right to the Lady Trojans. Big time 3 on the way. Splash.
Okay.
Number 11, that is
Allen.
Liza Allen. She gets on the board first, 3-0, and a full court pressure here from the Lady Trojans. 45, this is going inside. That is
14, DeMoss.
McMillan, Erin McMillan. She comes up short on the left-hand layup, rebounded by the Lady Trojans, and here they come. Trap in the near corner, back up top, swing pass, cross court, big time 3.
Boom!
Back-to-back threes now for the Lady Trojans. And a steal on the inbounds pass, dump off for the layup.
I can't catch up, Mitch.
8 quick points right now from the Lady Trojans. The full court pressure is working. Gabby Kraus pushes it forward, almost lost it, saved it to Sarah Thompson. She driving inside, dump off pass, push at the back called before the shot on the floor.
Who made that layup over here? I blinked and I missed it, Mitch.
I want to say that was.
I think it was DeMoss, but it happened too quick.
3, Katie Scholes.
Okay, so Scholes. Got to keep track of points here.
Inbounds pass underneath her own basket to Sarah Thompson. Turnaround shot, no good. She was doubled. Help from Gabby Kraus. Couldn't come up with it. Saved by the Lady Trojans. They push it to Liza Allen. Katie Scholes has it. Now over to number 13, Kaylee Bishop. Cross court back over to Katie Scholes. Now to the far corner. Sydney Mellon inside. Madison DeMoss couldn't get it to go. And here come the Lady Cats on the rebound.
Oregon Davis in that 2-3 zone. We'll see how long they stay in that with West Central knocking down 2 threes already, Mitch.
8-0, 6:30 to go in the first quarter. The Cats are trying to make something happen here on this possession.
West Central also in a 2-3. Actually, no, now switching back to man. A little switch up.
So they pull the full court pressure back to a man now, and here is in the far corner. That's Erin McMillan. Almost stolen by the Lady Trojans. It looks like that was Liza Allen getting in there.
Again, West Central, what I say, Mitch, they're active. They are active. They have a lot of hustle, and that beats a lot of teams. And right now, it's helping them.
They
Good
get it into
shot.
Ashley Laster. Gabby Kraus pops a three, no good. Rebounded inside by Madison DeMoss, and here come the Lady Trojans pushing it forward. It's number 11, Liza
Ooh, I
Allen,
like
dump
it.
off pass, tripped up. It was number 24, Sydney Mellon.
I mean, just let me paint the picture for our listeners. Allen, she caught the ball running, which isn't really easy to do. And then on the opposite side, she made a beautiful pass, which is, again, everyone else running is not easy to do. And of course, it was caught, and she got tripped up. But that was just a really good pass, poised pass.
Inbounds pass underneath her own basket, blocked by, guess who, Sarah Thompson. It stays here, though, and she gets a block on the game already. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Madison DeMoss to take it out. Here comes the play. They find Sydney Mellon.
Off the post here, yep.
Mellon
They're looking
up top. This is Katie Scholes. Then back over to Mellon. Short corner, travel called. So a turnover there.
West Central sticking with this press. Why not? There they go.
And a foul called as the Trojans almost steal it.
I mean, West Central, they have all 5 players in the half court where the ball is. I mean, they're not sending anybody back. But in their defense, I mean, Oregon Davis, they also have all 5 of their players on their side trying to break this press. So, again, West Central's hustle is just really standing out right now, Mitch.
Macy Allen will check in for Liza Allen for the Trojans, and the full court pressure is on. Here comes Gabby Kraus. The double's on the way. Crossover, she's going to beat it. Crosses half court, pushes it up. Nice pass to Ashley Laster, the senior, and the Cats get on the board now, 8-2, and they push it forward to Sydney Mellon. Now to the right block, low, and it is number 14, Madison DeMoss, getting the turnaround shot from the post. 10-2. Kraus is in trouble. They need to come help.
Yeah, she needs help.
And they're going to throw it away right to number 14, Madison DeMoss. She has it back up top to 13. That's Kaylee Bishop. Swings it over to Sydney Mellon. Far corner now, Macy Allen. Back up to Mellon, then over to Kaylee Bishop. Into 14. Madison DeMoss from 15 feet out. No good. Rebounded by Sarah Thompson. She gets it to Gabby Kraus. Pushes it forward. Ashley Laster again. Almost lost it. Saved it. Back out to Kraus, fakes the three, now dribbling, back up top. It's 45. This is Erin McMillan driving inside, almost lost it, and a foul will be called on the floor.
Gabby definitely needs some help when it comes to beating the press, and I'm sure Coach Lady will address that in the next time out that they have. They need another guard helping Gabby out.
Oh, man.
Turns it over.
They tried to get it into the corner to Erin McMillan, and it went out of bounds. So another quick turnover for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats.
I was just thinking, Mitch, when is Oregon Davis going to throw the press at West Central?
And now
it looks
here
like
they
they're
are
doing that right now. I think good time to do that, I believe.
Trojans get it in to Macy Allen, crosses the timeline. She's in the far corner now. Inside to DeMoss. She's going to take her shot.
She's too good down there, man. I mean, they have to, at some point, have to block that pass and deny that pass if you're Oregon Davis.
Well, at 6 foot, she's very tall. And there's a foul from behind as the Cats try to get it to Sarah Thompson at the extended wing. Foul will be on Michaela Hall, who checked in just a few moments ago. So a sideline out of bounds play for the Lady Cats.
DeMoss, she knows what she's doing down there. And, you know, what's crazy is she's only a sophomore. And her be able to do the footwork down there is pretty awesome.
Laster, near corner. It's Trinity Vazzari. First time we've seen her. It's a freshman, and she's going to travel. And that's what head coach Aubrey Lady had told us. There's going to be some freshmen on the floor tonight.
Yeah, heck, they started 2. I mean, they're a younger squad. Like I mentioned, only 1 senior. So what a pass. Oh.
They tried to get it into DeMoss. She lost it, and it will go out of bounds for another Trojan turnover.
I mean, the pass was there, just barely tipped the wrong way and just turned it over. But that was a good job pushing the ball, that's for sure. Here's the press again, Mitch.
Inside to Thompson. Dump off to 21. That's Trinity Vazzari. And a travel again.
That was travel. Yeah.
So another turnover for the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. Now here come the Trojans. It's number 0 with the ball. Emily Bunger back up top, swings it over. Katie Scholes then back over short. Oh my gosh, found it to Macy Allen from the extended wing. 3-pointer goes through, 15-2 now, and the Lady Trojans are rolling up the points here in the early going with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. There is a foul on the other end of the floor. Who was it?
I missed it. I was writing down Macy's name.
Oh, you're fine. You're
but
fine.
what I can say is, again, I'm wondering when they're going to get out of this 2-3 zone, because West Central, they like to shoot a lot of threes. I know they shot a lot against Winnemac. They don't always make them, but right now they have 3, Mitch. And you know, once you get in this in this type of gym, knocking down threes, it's a good feeling. There she is.
First free throw was no good from Gabby Kraus. Second is making it 15-3, and the full court pressure from the Lady Cats is on.
There you go.
And the Lady Trojans will step on the line. The pressure was there.
Causing the turnover there. That's a good sign for Oregon Davis. But again, now they just have to focus, Mitch, on beating this press. It looks like West Central backed up a little bit since it's already half court. But they just, also take care of the ball a little bit better if you're Oregon Davis.
Deep 2 from Kraus, no good. Rebounded by Sarah Thompson, back out to Kraus. Deep 2, no, this is a 3 this time, no good, and rebounded by number 24, Sydney Mellon. She pushes it forward to Kaylee Bishop, who floats it in from 3 feet out. Timeout, Aubrey Lady. She's seen enough. 17-3 here, 3:15 to go.
Definitely not a start that she was hoping for Oregon Davis. Again, just this first quarter for West Central, definition of this lead is their hustle. Definitely hustle on the offensive end, definitely hustle on their press, causing lots of issues, causing lots of turnovers on the half court as well. And, it helps when you knock down some three-point shots. Yeah. And they're doing a good job at dissecting this 2-3 zone, Mitch, giving it to DeMoss inside, letting her eat, letting the sophomore eat. Right now, it's just a really good performance by West Central on both ends. And they're not letting up. Looks like they're in the 1-2-2 press again for West Central.
So just constantly throwing things at the Lady Cats. Kraus now trapped. They get it to the middle across the court. It's Sarah Thompson. Almost stolen. And a jump ball will be called. It's going to stay here, luckily for the Cats.
And looks like West Central staying man-to-man. Just in your face, not letting you breathe man-to-man. It's not an easy defense to go up against, especially if you're Gabby.
Kraus crosses the timeline, goes inside.
Oh, I see ya.
Puts up a shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Trojans, and here comes Macy Allen. Takes on Sarah Thompson. They're going to call Thompson for the foul. And Allen will go to the line to shoot 2.
Again, the West Central, they're really pushing the ball well. I knew watching film at the Winnemac game, I knew they did it, but in live, heck, they're faster than what I thought. They're pushing the ball really good against these Lady Cats.
Think about it. You're coming off beating your heated rival in the Winnemac Lady Warriors. That's got to give you some confidence.
The confidence boost, I guarantee, definitely got higher. Especially
we can play with anybody.
What Coach Mellon said, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since the Trojans had beaten.
And look,
Winnemac.
the Winnemac Lady Warriors. We talked with head coach Tony Stasiak.
Yeah.
They're on the up. They're on the up and up. I mean, each year they just keep getting better and better. And a Coach Stasiak team, he's preparing those girls. So the Trojans beating the Warriors was nothing, not a joke.
And again, it starts with this. What they're doing right now, Mitch, their hustle.
Big 3 from the Lady Cats, number 21, off the inbounds play. It's Trinity Vasari, no good. And then Gabby Kraus finally gets a hold of one.
She goes.
She gets a 3 to go. It's 17-6 now, 2:20 to go in the opening quarter.
Much needed by this junior captain there. Again, a confidence booster. getting this 11-point lead, but they got to get out on defense. Oh.
Bunger with a 3, no good. Rebounded by Macy Allen. Back to Bunger, off the glass, and they get it to go. 19-6. The Trojans are having their way right now. Oh my gosh, almost stolen. Sydney Mellon couldn't believe it. Gabby Krause is just like, where's this been?
Yeah,
she's been wanting the foul probably a lot sooner.
It's never easy. Again, they're Oregon Davis still in their 2-3 zone. Never easy sometimes to box out in that 2-3 zone. It's harder to locate a person to box them out, and that's what happened there. And it cost them 2 points, Mitch.
First of 2 from Krause is good. Checking in is number 45 for the Lady Cats, Aaron McMillan. Checking out is Trinity Vasari. Second free throw in and out, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Trojans. And here they come. It's Sydney Mellon pushing it forward to number 3, Katie Scholes inside to DeMoss. Blocked from behind by guess who? Sarah Thompson. Back out up top. Sydney Mellon.
Wow.
Splash. Big time 3. And the bleeding just won't stop. 22-7. The Lady Trojans are making a case for tonight already.
Sydney is their best 3-point shooter.
Wow, coast to coast. Krause took it to the hole, no good.
Look at him push the ball, Mitch.
Already up to Sydney Mellon, then back up to DeMoss. DeMoss swings it over. Katie Scholes, skip pass back to Mellon, then inside to DeMoss, stolen by the Lady Cats.
Good defense there.
Krause pushes it to the far corner. It's Aaron McMillan.
There you
McMillan
go.
Back to Krause, spinning around in the paint, and she gets one to go.
You need more of that if you're Oregon Davis. Get to that paint.
1 minute to go in the opening quarter. It's number 0, Emily Bunger, taking it inside, drawing the foul, and she will go to the line to shoot for 2.
I think with Gabby, again, like I mentioned, she's a junior, but the ball's in her hands majority of the time. I mean, they as it should, they trust the ball in her hands, and at those moments, especially now when you feel like you don't want this game to slip away.
Right.
You do things like that. What Gabby just did. And it looks like Emily Berger, she hit the first free throw, Mitch, getting ready to shoot her second. But you need more of that if you're Gabby, especially, and hopefully that triggers lots of other players to do the same thing.
Missed the second. The Trojans save it for another opportunity here. 50 seconds to go, 23-9. They lead the Oregon Davis Lady Cats here in the Den. Near corner, Bunger then swings it over. Far corner, it's Sydney Mellon for 3. No good. Rebounded by number 3. That's Katie Scholes. Her putback's no good, and guess who's there? Wow. Madison DeMoss for the putback off the glass. 25-9 now. Last 30. Trojan hits the deck. Krause pushes it forward. Deep 2 on the way from number 45. That's Aaron McMillan. No
over
good.
The back.
An over and back foul called on the Lady Cats.
Looks like they got Laster. Yep, that's number 2, I feel like, if I can count correctly, for Laster, the senior. Sticking with the press here, Mitch, for Oregon Davis with 25 seconds left. Man, they moved the ball good. Look at West Central go.
Inside
too low.
To
She's too low.
Yep, too low. Jay was right. Rebounded by the Cats. Here they come, pushing it forward. Bunger all over. Back to Gabby Krause. Last 10 seconds here. Krause. Oh, no.
That's over back.
And it will be over and back. It hit the shin of number 45.
I mean, that's
Aaron McMillan.
Coach Lady not happy about it, but that was the right call. His last touch by Oregon Davis hit the shin. 4 seconds left. We'll see what Oregon Davis or what West Central has here.
Trojans take it out. They get it inside
to
DeMoss.
Wow.
Dump off pass.
What a pass.
They are well oiled, and you can tell the Lady Trojans are in a zone right now. 27-9. We're going to take a break and come back. Second quarter action is on the way.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Schell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
When you grow up on the land, you have an appreciation for it. When you grow up and work on a family farm, on land that is shared by members of a family, all working together as a team, that appreciation grows even more. They know what it's like to work as a team to get the job done. At Lawrence Farms of Knox, Todd and Josh Lawrence and family support the local high school teams and wish them success all through the season.
Back in the Bobcat Den in Hamlet, Indiana, Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. 27-9, the West Central Lady Trojans lead the Oregon Davis Lady Cats on KVB's WKVI. Back in action right away. The Trojans have it. They get it into number 3. It's Katie Scholes. Skip pass to Sydney Mellon. Mellon has it. Then back up top to Kaylee Bishop. Over to Mellon. Left elbow. Back up top to Bunger. Or Scholes, excuse me. Then to Kaylee Bishop. Over to Katie Scholes. Then to Emily Bunger. Swing pass. Kaylee Bishop, big-time 3, and that was a splash right there.
That was a good old splash. I mean, again, West Central just does a great job swinging the basketball against this 2-3 zone. That's what created that three-point shot, Mitch, was just a good swinging of the basketball.
They get it into Sarah Thompson, then back up top, swings it over. Gabby Kraus tries a 3. No good. Rebounded by Katie Scholes, and here come the Lady Trojans.
Man, they're pushing the ball.
Kaylee Bishop. Back to Katie Scholes. Near corner, Emily Bunger. Bunger back up top, Katie Scholes. Next dead ball, I'm passing it to you, and there it is. I need a break. I am really sick this week, folks, so we're going to give Justin Ruff here a moment while I catch my breath and get my voice back a little bit.
Mitch,
I've got my throat lozenges. I've got my throat spray. I brought ibuprofen. I brought my amoxicillin. The doctor prescribed me. We're doing everything we can. When your job is talking, it kind of is hard. But take it away, Justin, for a few moments.
Absolutely. Here comes the Moss with a little left-hand hook, and it goes in. I'm telling you what, Mitch, she is eating down low. She has 10 points, 5 rebounds, and here goes Oregon Davis. Gabby passes it to the right corner. Another turnover from the Lady Bobcats, and here comes West Central. Set up here. We got number 0, Berger, passing it the ball to number 24, Mellon. Just setting up, swinging the basketball pretty good here for Oregon Davis. Inside again to the Moss. She goes with the right-hand hook this time. No good, and here comes Gabby. Gabby with the rebound here, going full court, and she is fouled, Mitch, by Emily Berger. But I tell you what, it's West Central got Oregon Davis got kind of lucky there. She caught the ball to Moss pretty low in the left block, in the right block, and the last possession she did a beautiful left-hand hook. I don't know I'm pretty sure, Mitch, she's a right-hand shooter, but she did the left-hand hook. This time she did the right-hand hook, but missed on that one.
The Trojans are just crashing to the ball so well.
I mean, they got an extra speed, and I think that's what we talked about. When you just beat your arch rival who's had your number the last few years, that, again, your confidence, and I wouldn't say cockiness, but I mean, it's part of it, confidence just raises high.
Well, and one thing I like what Tyson Mellon does is he puts video footage highlights on social media. And you know the girls see that, and that gets them fired up too.
Absolutely. Here comes another turnover there by Oregon Davis. Gabby throws it, and here goes West Central. Bishop with the right-hand layup, and it goes in. 34-9. West Central is ahead of Oregon Davis right now, and here comes Gabby Kraus passing it to number 21, Trinity, and it looks like another steal by West Central, pushing the ball.
Ooh,
Might have been it looks like a blocking call by Oregon Davis. Could have been another layup, but Gabby Kraus stood right there and kind of could have been both ways there, Mitch. It looked like she had her feet set, but that was on Holly, Michaela Holly. But we have West Central passing out of bounds here. Inbounded by West Central.
It's interesting to watch Terry Minix on the bench.
I know it. 3-point shot, no good. West Central with another rebound. Up goes the 3-point shot again. Bishop with a rebound, and she gets it. It looks like Lattimore shot the 3. Bishop just finding her.
Oh, no, they're going to turn it over.
Oh, wow. Shame on me, Mitch. I have not been keeping track of turnovers.
Don't worry about it. It's that kind of night, buddy.
I'm sure it's a high number right now for the Lady Bobcats. But I tell you what, Bishop, she's having a good night, especially on the boards. I have her with 5, and she has 7 points as of right now. Oregon Davis on defense now. Looks like they're in kind of an extended 3-2 zone. They moved it to 3-2 because West Central's been knocking down threes. Bishop with the ball on top of the key.
Looks like
Pass.
a 1-2-2.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? Swinging the ball here for West Central. Bishop catches the free throw line. Left-hand hook, no good, but rebounded, bounced around. Looks like it's out of bounds by West Central. Oregon Davis with the ball now. West Central looks like they took away the full court press, but they have just a person all the time, a defender always on Gabby Kraus, the ball handler.
Well, they know she can pop off at any moment.
Absolutely.
And then they crash to help Sarah down there inside.
Thompson with the miss, but Gabby with the rebound here on top of the key.
No.
Oh, boy.
And this is not who you want to see go down.
Sarah Thompson is now, she bounced right back up. That's good.
But it's smarts. You can tell she is really in pain right now. She shakes her head no to head coach Aubrey Lady, and I think Aubrey Lady is saying, hey, let's just get you out for a couple of plays and see. You see, she's still shaking her head no.
She's trying to walk on it. Sophomore Sarah Thompson. I'm sorry, junior.
Yeah,
junior
already.
Yeah, Sarah Thompson.
She's walking out on her own power, though.
Limping pretty good. I didn't see what happened, Mitch. I think she landed.
After the miss, she landed funny. It looked like a high ankle sprain. She's already got both ankles wrapped. We sure hope she is okay. What an amazing piece to this Lady Cat puzzle Sarah Thompson is. She's going to walk it off in the back hallway.
I mean, she's averaging a double-double, Mitch. I mean, that's a big thing to replace if possible. Here goes Gabby. Looks like she drove it in there, but got fouled.
And they're going to put in Ava Young, the freshman.
Oregon Davis passing out of bounds now. Inbounded to Trinity. Gabby Kraus sets up the offense now. Going up against 2-3 zone. Off for a 3-point shot. Boom! It's in. McMillan with the corner shot, but here goes West Central.
Oh, wow.
Oregon Davis did not get back in time and foul. It was not a and-one situation, but she is shooting 2. This will be Sammy Franskowiak. That's a fun name.
Bad night for you to step in, huh?
Franskowiak. That's a cool name.
Bobcat Nation showed up. They're making noise, and Franskowiak will miss the first of 2.
It worked.
Sydney Mellon will check back in, too, here.
36-12 here. West Central ahead of the Lady Bobcats in the second quarter. And the second one goes in for Franskowiak, 37-12, and it's stolen by Lattimore. And again, they're not pressing, Mitch. They're just sending one defender on Gabby, and it was just not a good pass. And here comes Lattimore in the right-hand corner. Up to Bishop in the top of the key. Off, swinging the ball here off to Holly. Swinging back to Bishop in and inside. Looks like number 5, Franskowiak, tried to dribble, but she lost it. She's still losing it in a turnover by West Central. Here comes Gabby Kraus and the Lady Bobcats. Off to the corner now. Looks like we have Kayla Schottler up and no good there. Looks like Cabby tried to get it up, no good as well, but it's staying here, Lady Bobcat ball. Big part for me, heck, I got to get familiar with these names.
Yeah,
man.
it takes a couple minutes.
Look at the number, heck.
Well, and then the Trojans are flipping them in left and right. You see how many girls they have on their team.
I know, good for them.
Something the Lady Cats don't have the pleasure of. They don't have very many numbers on this team, the Lady Cats.
Missed there by the Lady Bobcats, rebounded by West Central, and here they go. Here comes number 2, that is Lattimore, passing it on top of the key. Again, going up against this 2-3 defense, swinging off to Franskowiak. Back to number 14 in DeMoss. She puts it up, and she scores once again in the interior. She's having herself a night there, Mitch. Here comes Gabby inside the paint, up and under, and no good. But she is going to the free throw line. Again, like I mentioned, Mitch, this is what you want from your point guard, junior, especially when she's had someone in her face all day long. I mean, it's tough for her to breathe, but she's at the free throw line once again for the Lady Bobcats.
Kraus is fighting as hard as she can
I
just
know
to
it.
get something.
First one is no good for the junior. (39-12), West Central leads here in this second quarter. 3:04 left before halftime, and here comes Gabby Kraus with her second free throw. It is up and it is good. Here comes West Central now. Oregon Davis looks like they're setting up still in their extended 3-2. Could be a 1-2-2.
It's a motion zone.
Absolutely. DeMoss catches in the interior. Looks like an offensive foul. Gabby Kraus she's trying to do it all, Mitch. That was a good, she was defending DeMoss, which is no easy task, no easy cupcake.
She takes the charge.
And she took the charge there, the junior number 23, Gabby. So looks like they brought away the defender for Gabby. So some breathing room for Kraus here with 2:45 left. But looks like West Central is in a 1-2-2 as well. Here comes Gabby on the right side. She's up and no good. Looks like it was deflected. The ball's on the floor, and it will be a jump ball situation. It is staying here for the Bobcats side. Bobcats inbounding here. Looks like a little 1-4 action. Little backdoor cut. No good here. Swinging the ball here off to number 25 in Zalea. Gabby with the ball now, again going up against a zone here. Back to Zalea on the top of the key. Back to Gabby for a three-point shot. No good. Rebounded by West Central, and they're off.
Sydney Mellon getting that board there.
Schultz has the ball now, passing it to number 20 and Holly. Back to DeMoss on the right-hand side, up and no good. Deflected out of bounds, and it will be heading to the Bobcats side. 2:07 left here in this second quarter. 39 West Central, 13 to the Bobcats.
They're going to check out DeMoss here.
They are. As well earned. I don't think she's been out yet today. So,
And they'll pull in Kaylee Bishop, who equally is just as tall, 5'8", just a couple inches off. So she's not short either.
Gabby with the ball handler again. Looks like West Central was able to get a hand on top of it, and it was a jump ball situation and a turnover back the other side of West Central. Again, just a very hustle team with West Central, I'll tell you what. Bishop swings the ball to Bunger, off to number 20, and Holly up and no good for the three-point shot, and here comes the Bobcats on the other side. Kraus off to number 45, up and no good. Rebounded by Kraus, and she swings the ball to Bunger with a wide-open layup. Another 2 points for the Lady Trojans, 41-13. West Central is in full control this first half, Mitch. 1:20 left in this first quarter. This first half.
Yeah, nothing's gone the Lady Cats' way. Another three.
No good by Trinity. Missed there, and West Central with another rebound. Off to number 20 with the three-point shot for West Central. Up and no good. Bishop with the rebound.
Nobody's blocking out.
Number 24 now, and that is Sydney Mellon, their best three-point shooter. Have another one there on the board. That is her third, I do believe. 44-13, 50 seconds left in this first half.
That's what happens when you allow second chance opportunities.
I know, and they've had that a lot here.
Oh, man. Blocked.
Looks like it was deflected or blocked there by West Central.
Ava Young had a shot but couldn't get it to go.
Bishop on the left side now. It looked like it was deflected, but the referee did not agree, and it's going the other way. Lady Bobcat, look at Gabby. She's exhausted.
She is exhausted.
She has not
well,
been out
she's frustrated.
Well,
she's
yeah.
frustrated. Nothing's going her way. She couldn't get the threes to go in the first half that she wanted. She has maybe one, if not two.
And literally, Mitch, she's had someone in her face almost the
all
whole
night.
first half. So. Here she goes again on top of the key. Dribbles it out, trying to make something happen. Up, and looks like she was hit. No call. Rebounded by West Central and Franskowiak, and here they come. Off to number 20 and Holly. She passes it to number 13, Bishop. She's up and under. No good, but she is fouled with 11.6 seconds left. I tell you what, West Central, they are doing a great job at feeding that post. So when you have Bishop that does a really good job of sealing her defender, and then don't forget about DeMoss. She does a good job as well. And it is up and good for DeMoss there. We want to wish a local union, USW 9551, is a proud sponsor on local high school sports. We believe that in the future of these young adults, we'll wish them luck as they take on their opponents this season. And the second one is up and good for Bishop. Looks like there's 3 seconds left for Gabby. Gabby gets the ball. She's up for a three-point shot. No good. And that is the first half, Mitch. The Lady Trojans 46, Lady Bobcats 13.
I'm sure they'll have a lot to talk about on the halftime break, and we're going to have some stuff to talk about here in the KVB halftime show, so don't go anywhere. 46-13, as Justin said. The Trojans are taking it to the Lady Cats. We're going to take a break and come back. Halftime show on the way.
At First Farmers Bank and Trust, we know that when agriculture thrives, we all do. It's the heart and grit of our agricultural communities that keep the crops coming in and the livestock cared for day and night. That's why we build financial solutions around the needs and schedules of our ag clients. I'm Isaac Blue, ag banker at Knox, North Judson, and Culver. If you're looking for a financial partner that has over 135 years experience in understanding and supporting agriculture, I'd like to hear from you. Let's harvest success together. First Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Howard's Marathon in Winamac has a reputation built on getting things done right. With 30 years experience as an ASE Master Auto Technician, Dean Wentz is the right choice for the auto repairs or service. From auto computer diagnostic checks to new batteries and tires, they can take care of it all. Howard's Marathon is a proud supporter of area high school sports and wishes all teams a great season. Howard's Marathon, 121 South Monticello Street in Winamac. Call 574-946-6894.
46-13 is the score here in the KVB halftime show. I'm Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues here on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting as WKVI. It's here. I'm with Justin Ruff here. Man, the Trojans just came out to play, and they're showing us their growth. You know, we saw them a couple years ago. You saw them last year with me. Now we're seeing their growth come to fruition. I'm going to go ahead and say Tyson Mellon. He knows what he's doing, man.
He sure does. And again, last year was not really a fluke. Like I mentioned, they were 13-9 last year. Very competitive team, but this year I feel like it's when you have hustle, you can do multiple things, and they have definitely, Mitch, out-hustled overall on both ends, the Lady Bobcats right now. Their press definitely early caused issues, but you know, offensively too, they're knocking down big shots. What catches my eye is again, they're going up against a zone defense. They're doing a fantastic job at swinging that basketball, making sure the ball doesn't stay in one spot.
Yeah.
The ball doesn't stick in your hands, is what I used to call it. And then, not only are they feeding, making sure all the guards are full when it comes to three-point shots, which, like I mentioned, they shoot a lot of. They feed the post, they feed the big girls down low, and making sure they eat as well. And DeMoss and Bishop's down there a lot. Just overall, offensively and defensively, they have the spark more than the Lady Bobcats.
Well, and then they get it inside. It sucks the knee in.
It does.
And then there's those second chance opportunities on the threes. I mean, the Trojans are just well-rounded.
They are right now, and they're really taking Oregon Davis out of their game, out of what they wanted to do. I mean, you heard Coach Lady, what they wanted to do was press. It's hard to do and that's another thing with West Central, they're pushing the ball tremendously. They're getting it right in, and they're just running, and they're out running, they're out hustling Oregon Davis right now. It's tough to press a team that has this speed. It's tough to do. You just got to go back to your zone, go back to your defense. So that, again, like I mentioned, they're just taking Oregon Davis out of their game and what they like to do. And again, that's a Mellon thing. I feel like Mellon's doing that. He's got the personnel now, I feel like, that is understanding his system. And it's not like this fell in Mellon's lap. He's building this. He has a very good feeder program that he has had for some time now. Last year, unfortunately, was his I think his fourth year, but his only winning season, I feel like. But now, looking at this team, I feel like they're going to have a winning year.
Well, you look at the roster; they have 18 slots. When I'm sure when we went to school, they cut it off at 12.
Yes,
there were cuts.
Yeah, and I do believe I think this just when I was helping out with the girls' Winamac team, I don't feel like they had enough for JV.
No,
and so we just had varsity only, I do believe, or at least 2 quarters for JV. And now look at them. Heck, they almost have to print off 2 pages there. So the Mellon effect is in full effect, and I feel like he's doing great things, especially tonight. Heck, I know, like I mentioned, I watched film of West Central, the Winamac game, and they clearly, kind of like similar tonight, they clearly just hustled my Lady Warriors. But this one, it could be the same thing. It's just like full hustle right now for the West Central Trojans.
Well, they're already back. The Trojans are to shoot. Not much to say at the halftime break from Tyson Mellon. It's all business.
If you're Tyson, you'd be like, hey, good job. Keep doing what you're freaking doing.
Yeah.
Because
you're instilling what I've been teaching, and I like it. Keep it up.
So it was 27-9 in the first quarter, Mitch, and now it's 46-13, so they just gave up 4 points in that second quarter, which is, that just shows – one, their hustle, like I mentioned, but their defense just causing so much issues. And again, shame on us for not getting the turnovers down. I want to know how many turnovers Oregon Davis has, because I'm sure it's a very high number right now, because Oregon Davis is out hustling them on defense, and they're taking pride on the defensive end too, which is, again, I think is a Mellon thing. And these kids are bought in right now. And what are we, 7 games in? This is their 8th game.
Right.
Fantastic going into, especially the winter break, with this confidence that they have right now.
Well, I think if you're the Oregon Davis Lady Cats, now's not the time to get down on yourself. Now's the time to say, okay, let's forget that first half. Let's come out with the same energy the Lady Trojans were bringing to us. So we'll see what they're taking a little bit more time here in the halftime break, as they should. They have some things they got to tighten up. But we're going to take a break and come back. The KVB halftime show continues. For sports analyst Justin Ruff, I'm Mitch Columbi. You're listening to the KVB halftime show on WKVI.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columbi wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
know what to do when you see a down power line? The answer is very simple. Stay far away. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want you to know that down power lines can be very dangerous. Even if they come off the power pole, they still may be energized. Call 911 and wait for instructions from the fire department or power company. The folks at Kankakee Valley RAMC want to keep you safe.
Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack in Winnebago is proud to be part of the broadcast this evening. Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack provides all your printing, screen printing, apparel, and embroidery needs. Call 574-946-3551 and ask for Tina. That's if you want to look cool like the KVB crew. We appreciate them and their support toward helping continue this tradition. 46-13, the Lady Trojans lead the Lady Cats here in the Bobcat Den of Hamlet, Indiana. Second half action on the way.
In 49 other states, it's just basketball. But this is Indiana. Stay tuned for more in-game action with Mitch Columbi on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Culver's Portside Marina handles all water and recreational needs. When it comes to pontoons, Godfrey leads the industry in performance and quality, and Portside Marina has them in stock. From Sanpan, Aqua Patio, Sweetwater, and Monaco pontoons, if you're looking for a family boat, Culver's Portside Marina can help. Discover the evolution of the wake boat through luxury models offered from Centurion and Supreme Surf Boats. Yamaha Wave Runners and Kawasaki jet skis are on the showroom floor waiting. Located at 514 West Mill Street in Culver. Stop in or call them at 574-842-5000. Culver's Portside Marina.
Kankakee Valley Broadcasting, bringing you Indiana high school basketball on 99.3 FM, The Valley.
Back in a Bobcat Den, you're listening to the best sports broadcast team in the entire state of Indiana. I'll put my money on it. 46-13, the Lady Trojans lead the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis. Mitch Columbi along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. We're so glad you've joined us. Hey, we've still got some time. The Lady Cats have got a fight here in the second half, and if we know anything about them and their head coaches as well as the assistant coaches, you know they've got some fight left.
They sure do. I mean, they have a lot of good coaches down there. Lots of strong coaching staff, and of course we all know Coach Lady and what she's done here. But just chip away. You got to chip away. Focus on what you've learned so far this year. One of them is very controllable. You got to take care of the ball. I mean, that's what's been killing them so far. And you know what they've been doing a little bit, and it was a game thing for me, get to the paint. I mean, and Gabby's been doing a good job at that as of late, just feeding the paint there. And then there's almost turned it over there again by the Bobcats, but they got it back again.
I'm still not feeling the best, so I'll let you.
Right,
let you do a little bit more.
Like I said, my throat hurts a little bit too, Mitch. What do I do with it?
Just wash your hands.
Here comes Oregon Davis now. Looks like Gabby with the ball on the right side. Another turnover right to DeMoss. Here comes West Central up, and looks like that could have been a charge, but it is a block on the other end. Good skip pass by DeMoss to Lisa Allen, and it looks like Gabby tried to stop the wide open layup and is sending. Well, I thought it was a blocking call, but out of bounds now by West Central, inbounding the ball, swinging the ball now. Here comes DeMoss catching on the elbow, off to Bishop, but turns it over. Here comes Gabby looking to give her 2 easy points, and she does. Good start for the Lady Bobcats, cutting it within 30 points now, and here comes West Central off to DeMoss in the block, up and no good. Gets her own rebound, up again, and she gets it. Here it comes Gabby, good speed here. And she has another wide open layup, and she almost got an and-one situation. Looks like that foul will be on DeMoss, sending Gabby Krause to the free throw line here early, within 1 minute down in this third quarter.
The one thing I like about Gabby Krause is she knows when it's her time to just kind of do what she has to do.
Right.
And with Sarah Thompson out, she knows she's going to have to step up here as the leader on this team.
I mean, heck, with the ball in your hands majority of the time, the C's kind of open right there for her to drive it, and that was a good take. First one's up good. Second one's up good. Two for two there for Gabby, and here comes West Central. Passing it to number 11. That is Allen off to DeMoss again, but it looks like it's deflected by Gabby Kraus, and here she goes again. We'll count that as a block for Gabby. She is right-hand side. Looks like she is doing it. She's
just going.
She is driving to the right-hand block.
And that might have been something they talked about in the halftime break. Hey, let Gabby take control. Let's get inside, draw the fouls, slow this game down, get to the line, and get as many free throws as we can, because right now we can't play a game of cat and mouse. We've got to slow this game down, get to the hole, stop the clock again. Look, last time she had had free throws, it was 7:10 to go. Now it's 6:55, and she's shooting hopefully two more points.
Right.
4 total in a matter of 15 seconds. So see, that's how they're going to have to chip away at this. Just attack, attack, attack.
Gabby's a pretty good free throw shooter, just making those two there for Gabby, 2 for 2 on that free throw stunt. So here comes West Central now. Off to number 11, that's Allen. Swinging the ball there to number 3, that's Schultz. Looks like Oregon Davis still in that 3-2 extended defense. Here comes Bishop on the top of the key, off to Schultz. Still looking at DeMoss, she catches it on the top of the key, off to number 24, and that's Sydney Mellon. And looks like Oregon Davis being a little bit more active on the defensive end caused a jump ball for the Bobcats. Staying here, though, for West Central.
Eliza Allen hits the deck.
Looks like there's some
chitter-chatter going on here on the near sideline in front of head coach Tyson Mellon. You notice he's not even standing.
I mean, heck, he's
standing. He's sitting on the very end of the bench.
Still coaching it up, though. Yeah,
but he's comfortable. He's like a Phil Jackson.
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Phil never hardly stood.
There goes Mellon in the left-hand corner, and it's up and good. 3 for Mellon, their best three-point shooter, 51-19. Here comes Gabby Kraus, mid-range two-point shooter, no good, air ball, and that is sending it back to West Central. Good. I mean, it was a good, confident shot. I think it might have been too quick there for.
It just got away from her. I think she was surprised she had the space.
I know.
Because they've been pestering her all night long.
Yep. Here comes Schultz now for West Central in the middle of the top of the key to Mellon. Swinging it to number 11, that's Allen. Looking at DeMoss, really good in the interior, no good. Swinging it to Bishop on the top of the key. Looking at DeMoss there, looks like she was fouled, and she is by Gabby. That might be her second, I do believe.
She swiped down at the arm, trying to get to the ball, and they're going to call that 9 times out of 10.
Oh, wow, that is her 4th. And there goes Gabby out of the game.
So now, my goodness.
That is not good for Oregon Davis with 5:55 left in this third quarter. Here comes West Central. Passing it to Mellon in the right hand dribbles, tries to give it to DeMoss, but it is turned over. Here comes the Lady Bobcats, got away with a travel there. I mean, this is going to be tough, Mitch, without their primary ball handler and Gabby out right now with 4 fouls.
Get this, they have 3 freshmen in right now. Of the 5 that they have 1 senior, Ashley Laster. No, I'm sorry, 4 freshmen.
Yep. I mean,
4 freshmen and 1 senior now for the Lady Cats.
And there goes a jump ball. Bishop getting their hands in that one. Still Oregon Davis ball, but I mean, with Gabby being out, Mitch, you got to trust in the freshman Zelaya. You got to trust the freshman McMillan being the ball handlers subbing in for Gabby. Inbound the ball here for the Bobcats, right underneath the hoop, no good. Up for number 31, that would be Laster, and she missed it. Here comes West Central, off to Bishop on the left-hand block. Back to number 11, and that is Allen. She dribbles right and up and under, no good, but she is fouled. Blocking foul out there for number 25, Zelaya, sending West Central to the free throw line once again.
Trinity Vazzari, the freshman out there for the Lady Cats. Madison Zelaya, the freshman out there for the Lady Cats. Ashley Laster, the lone senior out there for the Lady Cats. Ava Young, another freshman for the Lady Cats. And Erin McMillan, the final freshman out there for the Lady Cats. And here comes a plethora of substitutions for the Lady Trojans. Too many to count right now. It's a lot of them. Sammy Vranskoviak is out there once again. Also number 20, Michaela Holly. And they'll miss the second free throw.
1 for 2 for Allen there. 52-19. West Central has the lead here with 5:13 left in the third quarter. Another steal by West Central. And here comes the Lady Trojans off to number 2. That would be Lattimore. Swinging it to number 11. That's Allen. She dribbles the left hand. No call there. And it looks like it bounced off of her. Turnover there for the Lady Trojans. Going the other way. Liza Allen subbing out here. Looks like Bunger coming in to the game here. 5 minutes left here in this third quarter. The freshman, the ball, McMillan, taking it up there for the Bobcats, swinging the ball to Zalea. Back to McMillan. Three-point shot up and away. No good. Rebounded by, looks like number 41. That is Young. No good. Here comes West Central the other way. Lattimore with the ball now going up against this 3-2 defense. Bunger with the ball, passing it to number 20. That is Holly. Taking their time here for West Central. Off to looks like number 2 on the left-hand block. She's up and she's no good. Lattimore. Good left-hand shot there for her. She is going to the free throw line. Here's an interesting stat, Mitch, which of course I did homework before going to this game, believe it or not. And when West Central gets to the free throw line, good things happen. I know with Winnemac, they had 17. They shot 17 free throws, which looks like the first one there for her is no good in Lattimore. But with Winnemac or with Knox, they shot 22 free throws, and they're lost against Morgan Township. They only shot 3, and they lost. So, and there goes another one for Lattimore, going 2 for 2, making this a 53-19 ball game.
It's a tale of a tape right there.
It is. That just shows the importance of West Central.
Oh man!
Turnover there by the Lady Bobcats. McMillan.
Definitely some growing pains these young Lady Cats are going through right now, but feet are to the fire. They got to learn sometime.
I mean, again, like we mentioned, these two are freshmen, Zalea and McMillan, trying to sub in for Gabby with 4 fouls. Here comes West Central now, off to number 5, Franskoviak, and up and under. Good pass to Lattimore on the other block. She's up and she's good. 2 more points for the Lady Trojans. And here comes the Lady Bobcats, off to number 21. That is Schottler. No good there. Rebounded
Trinity
by West Central.
Yeah, no good.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But Cassidy Lattimore for the Trojans is a freshman as well.
Yeah, goodness. It's full of freshmen. Here comes West Central now, off to Bunger on the top of the key. Skip past number 4, that's Schultz. Shuffled her feet a little bit on the right-hand side, and that is a turnover for West Central.
I always thought that call was hard to make.
It is, yeah.
You know, sometimes you can definitely tell when they take that first step, but sometimes it happens so fast.
That was fast.
It was
that
fast.
Was
you almost want to just give it to them because it's hand-eye coordination. It works so well together.
Right. Yep. Ava Young passing it to Larley there, off to number 45. That's McMillan catching the ball. It looks like West Central's in a 2-3 zone. 21 with a 3-point shot. No good. It is missed there by Vazzarli. Hustle for the rebound for both squads. It is a jump ball. We are staying here for West Central. Macy Allen in the game for Bunger. Emily Bunger there. I'm sorry, it is going to West Central side.
Let me see if I can finish the quarter.
You want to finish it? Am I sucking that bad?
No. I just want to see if I can
do it. You do it.
So the Lady Trojans have it. It's number 2, Cassidy Lattimore to the near corner. Big time 3. Number 1, that's Macy Allen, and she's going to make it happen. Big time 3. It now makes it 58-19. 2:15 to go here in the third. And a foul will be called on the Lady Trojans there.
That was a good confident shot by the sophomore there in that corner. I mean, it was good. It was smooth. It was a good arch there. I mean, it was a good 3-point shot. They have 58 points right now.
Yeah.
Holding
in a varsity girls basketball game.
Right, holding the
Which
Bobcats
that's not
19.
saying anything bad. Just saying as many freshmen that are out here on the court for both teams. I mean, this Lady Trojan team can play.
Yeah.
Entry pass inside to number 31, Ashley Laster. No good on the turnaround shot. Rebounded by the Trojans, and here they come, and a foul will be called on the floor.
Kind of got bailed out there, Oregon Davis, because if West Central would have looked up a little bit, that's another layup for them.
Yeah.
Again, just really running the ball, or running the court well for the Lady Trojans.
Now I got my energy back up a little bit. You got me hyped up, man.
There you go.
You got me hyped up. That's why I have you here. You're my energizer, man.
It's a 40-point game, and look at us go, energized.
We could flip sides of the court. I could do one side, you could do the other. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of interesting.
It would be.
You know, last spring, Tony Ross, the late, great Tony Ross, he would flip every couple of innings with Rusty Nixon, who is, of course, our voice on Max 98.3 FM. I always thought that was kind of cool. They'd go a couple of innings with Tony doing play-by-play, and then they'd switch to Rusty. I thought that was really cool.
That is cool.
So she will hit both of them, making it 60-19, and she will check out while she's at
Kopka.
it. Sammy Franskoviak will check out, and who will check in?
It's Gracie Kopka.
First time we'll see her tonight, the junior.
Rocking the headband. I like it.
I used to wear that in elementary.
Yeah, me too. I got yelled at from
I
the
did
coach
too.
because
I did too. I had the armbands and everything. You know, J.O. was my guy. Jermaine O'Neal, that was my guy. Steal by the Trojans. Here they come. It's number 4, Chloe Indris. Tried to dump off pass, stolen back by the Lady Cats. It's Madison Zalea. Here comes Zalea, then up top to the top of the key. 45, that's Aaron McMillan driving inside, dump off the 31. That's Ashley Laster. Oh my gosh,
Right
loose
there.
ball.
Yes.
Jump ball.
See, right there, I mean, we got a running clock right now, Mitch, but with Oregon Davis getting on the floor, that Zalea coming over here is making that steal. That's from Coach Lady, that's what you want to see. I mean, just don't give up.
Right.
Please don't give up on me. I know the score's not close. Love to see it. Yeah.
There's the play that they wanted.
Beautiful.
Out of bounds play. Found it to number, who was it? 31?
Looked like it was 45.
Oh, 45. Yeah,
McMillan.
thank you. Erin McMillan.
Could've
And she
been
gets
an
it to go off the
and one,
glass,
too.
60-21. Now, when did that running clock rule start in basketball?
Well, it was last year, right? Because
Well, I don't remember many games. I don't remember many games last year.
I think it was last year. I think it was added maybe
It's
on
an
with the
interesting
free
rule.
throw rule.
I mean, basketball's already a quick game, as they didn't even get a chance to inbounds pass because of the running clock. I don't know about that rule, but anyway, we'll worry about that later. Well, that's the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter action up next. Mitch Columbia along with Justin Ruff. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
Back in the Bobcat Den. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. We go to the fourth quarter. 60-21, the Lady Trojans lead the Lady Cats of Oregon Davis, and we're back in action. Almost stolen. Girls on the floor, bounces out of bounds. It'll stay here. Lady Trojan basketball, and the Lady Cats are not going away quietly.
I mean, that's just what, like I mentioned, that's what you want. Just girls diving on the floor for loose ball when you're down by almost 40. I mean, that's just what you want. Just don't give up. And Zalea, she's the definition of it right now. Look at her, just an energized bunny down there. Knowing her role in the top of the key, looks like it's deflected, and they caused a turnover out of that. Heading the other way, Bobcats getting the ball, and again, the clock is running now, 7:15 left in this fourth. Gabby Krause looks like she's still out with 4 fouls, Mitch.
And Sarah Thompson's on the bench. At least she's there.
Yeah, she's limping pretty good, though. just things are not going their way right now overall since the tip.
Kind of like my week.
That was a heck of a move there.
Yeah, driving in Erin McMillan, the freshman, draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 here.
I mean, again, this is not what just bad overall game right now for Oregon Davis. But you have McMillan making moves like that. I mean, that's what you want from a freshman with Gabby being out. You have Zalea doing work on the defensive end, giving you hustle all the time. I mean, again, like we mentioned, there's only one senior on this team. With Gabby, she is a junior, which feels like a fifth-year senior, but she is their leader. But right now with 4 fouls, it looks like McMillan missed the second free throw there, Mitch.
Here comes Sydney Mellon. She crosses the timeline, gets it over to Katie Scholes. Scholes being pestered.
There she is.
And
that's
the steal. That's Ava Young.
That's Young.
Oh, she'll stop at the right block, pops it, no good, but she's fouled, and she will go to the line.
It's contagious. That's what I used to tell my kids, if you have one active defender, right now it's Alea, the freshman, it's contagious to other athletes and other, heck in this case, other classmates. And a freshman, Ava Young, she with a steal there, she just, it looks like she missed that. But
Now why isn't the clock running?
So I think it's under 40 is the rule.
Okay.
So if it's under 40,
it
the
stops
clock
again.
Stops. Yes.
Interesting.
If it's 40, it runs.
I don't know if I like that.
It's kind of a weird thing.
I mean, you know how quick we could score 20.
Man, they just swing the ball so well against the zone.
Yeah, inside to Bishop, back up top to Sydney Mellon, swings it over. Liza Allen pops the 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, stays here as the Lady Cats touched at last. 6:10 to go in the ball game, and now the clock's running.
I'm clueless then.
I am clueless.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was kind of. It might be like 35.
That's what I thought because of football, but that's just what I know. So they missed the inbounds pass play to Kaylee Bishop, a 3, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cats, and she'll dribble off for Shin. That was number 45, Erin McMillan, the freshman.
Heck, I don't know, Mitch. I mean, we're just up here talking. That's just what we are. We don't know anything about basketball, evidently. We're just up here moving our mouths.
I never had a problem doing that before tonight. So the Trojans tried to get an entry pass into DeMoss, Madison DeMoss, and overthrew it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover for the Lady Trojans. 5:15 to go in the ball game, 60-22. The Lady Trojans have had their way tonight over the Lady Cats. And they'll steal it back as Erin McMillan drove inside. No good. Here come the Lady Trojans. It's Bishop. Dump off the DeMoss. Left block, turnaround shot. She gets it to go.
She's good.
She makes it look easy. Yep. Sophomore, 6 foot, tallest girl on the team.
That's what's scary. Sophomore.
40-point ball game.
See, good take. That was a good take by McMillan, the freshman, getting to the paint. I always said, it's good things happen when you get 2 feet in the paint, especially with the ball in your hands. So, and that's what, and look, she's exhausted. Look at her.
Yeah.
I mean, her and
That's how
Zalea.
Gabby Krause was looking earlier.
I know it. And her just kind of stepping into Gabby's role right now and doing kind of Gabby Krause things. It looks like Gabby's coming in the game right now with 4 fouls, 4:45 left in this fourth quarter.
Well, and you know anything about the Minix practices is they run a lot.
Yeah.
I've heard some stories.
Oh, I bet they're good ones.
They're pretty interesting.
Especially with Aubrey, I bet when she was a player, an athlete.
Absolutely.
Look at Coach Minix over there. I'm sure he has stories. Look at him.
Yeah, he's definitely seen better games than tonight. But they're still fighting.
They're still fighting.
They missed the second. They missed both free throws. Keeps it 62-22. And when you're winded, free throws you don't think are that hard. But when you're breathing as hard as you are, it's hard to shoot those free throws. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket for the Lady Cats. Gabby Krause checks in. She kicks it up top to Laster, then back to Krause near corner. Driving inside, spinning around at the right block. Puts up a shot, no good. Got her own rebound. She puts it up again. Off the glass, no good. And it looks like the Lady Trojans will come up with it as number 2. That's Cassidy Lattimore, the freshman, and she brings it across the timeline. Far corner, Macy Allen, entry pass to number 20. That is Michaela Holly, no good. Rebounded by the Trojans for a second chance opportunity. It's Emily Bunger for a deep 2. Second chance opportunities, Jay.
I mean, that's what's just been killing the Lady Bobcats. I mean, again, like I mentioned, it's tough to box on the zone. Long 2 by Gabby Kraus, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Trojans.
Just a little off tonight on the shots as here come the Lady Trojans. It's Cassidy Lattimore, then back up top. 3 on the way from Michaela Holly, no good. Rebounded by the Lady Cats. Fight for the rebound. They're going to call a foul. It's on Emily Bunger.
Good, strong rebound, but another freshman was already there. I mean, the ball kind of, I wouldn't say luckily got in her hands, but she had to reach up and she grabbed it, but then she had 2 Trojans just all over her trying to grab the ball, and she did a little swipe, good strong swipe, and she got a foul. So here comes Gabby Kraus here now, Mitch. Top of the key, looks like West Central's in a man defense. Gabby with the left hand, little step back, no good. And she has the ball on the left-hand side, trying to make something happen off to Zarley, no good. Gabby Kraus with the ball again.
Lattimore on her. Now she'll pick up her dribble, gets it over to number 21. Trinity Vasari. Back to Kraus, driving inside. Block shot goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Lady Cat basketball and a couple of new substitutions for the Trojans. Number 34, Gracie Kopka will come back in. And who was the other number? Number 4?
Yes.
Chloe Indris, the freshman. Out of bounds play underneath her own basket. Gabby Kraus to take it out. She gets it to Ashley Laster in the far corner. Back to Kraus. Driving in. Has space.
Hesitation.
Off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Gabby. Oh, no. Loose ball
Bunger.
On the floor. The Cats save it. Back to Laster. Then over to Kraus. Kraus crossing over. 1:50 to go. Deep 3. And it was just short. Couldn't get it to go. Legs aren't underneath her enough.
Yeah, a little flat shot there. It's a confident shot. She stepped right into that bad boy. Confident shot, like I mentioned. But, yeah, just a little flat tonight. It's tough. I'm sure she's not. I mean, she sat out a lot, majority of that third quarter.
Yeah.
I was going to say she's probably exhausted, but.
A little bit of frustration, too.
Yeah, that's probably part of it, too.
Bunger top of the key for the Trojans. Gets it into number 5, Sammy Vrenskoviak, and they will travel. So some miscommunications, some mishaps for the Lady Trojans. Of course, this is not the starting 5 for the Lady Trojans. Everyone getting time for the Lady Trojans. Tyson Mellon does a good job of getting his bench moments.
Well, heck, I mean, sometimes they don't have JV team.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't have JV games.
Well, they didn't have one tonight because the Lady Cats were short. They're short on numbers as well.
Right, and they didn't have one their last game against Winnemac. So it's good to see them seeing minutes here.
The Cats will travel. Trojans have it back now. Last 40 seconds of this ball game. The Trojans are going to win this. Back up top, big 3 on the way. Little
beautiful
salt
kick-out
on
shot.
the wound for the Lady Trojans. That was number 4 on the 3, Chloe Indris, the freshman. Here's Gabby Kraus going inside off the glass. They're calling it on the floor.
Clock is continuing to tick away, Mitch. Hope there stops. I think it might be a clock thing.
I don't think.
Because it's free throws now. So, but I've been saying it all night. Like their offense against the zone is my opinion, I love it. You look in the interior, you look at that post player posting up real hard, you give it to her, and she doesn't force it. Like they haven't forced a lot of shot inside. And then they also look at their shooters.
Yeah.
Again, like I mentioned, they shoot a lot of 3-point shots. Not all the time do they make it, but they shoot a lot.
So they didn't call the foul on the floor. It was in the act of shooting. Kraus misses both of them, though. On the second free throw, the Trojans tip it out of bounds. Now they get it inside. Back to Kraus. Last 5 seconds. Block shot. Rebounded by the Trojans, and that will do it. 67-24. 66-22 is the final as the Lady Trojans beat the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. A tough loss for the Lady Cats, but a big-time win for the West Central Lady Trojans. I appreciate the listeners staying with us. It's been a rough week for me dealing with this sickness, but we had Justin Ruff on the call, and he gained a lot of experience, hopefully, for the future.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
again, like I said, my throat hurts. Dang it, Mitch.
Well, welcome to my world. We're going to take a break and come back. We got some work to do. We got to come up with our Stark County Co-op Play of the Game as well as our Ashley Derrickson 5-Star Player of the Game. That's all up next in the Collins Insurance Post-Game Show. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It takes smart planning by a skilled expert to get you just the right heating, cooling, and energy-efficient system for your home. McGrath Refrigeration can install an affordable Armstrong air system that will cut your energy costs while enhancing your comfort. You'll see the difference in your first energy bill. Give McGrath Refrigeration, your local Armstrong dealer, a call today at 574-772-3575. That's 574-772-3575. McGrath Refrigeration, where the temperature is always just right.
The key to high-yielding crops is accurate and dependable soil testing. This is Andy Awald of Farm Fertilizers and Seeds. Having the right information to make the most profitable fertility decisions is what Image Services from Farm Fertilizers and Seeds is all about. We combine cutting-edge technology and computerized record-keeping with a common-sense approach to soil sampling and fertilizer recommendations. Whether it be by management zone for field-level applications or grid-based for variable rate applications, count on Image Services by Farm Fertilizers and Seeds for your soil service needs this fall.
Welcome to the Collins Insurance Agency's post-game show.
It's hard to believe.
67-22 is the final as the West Central Lady Trojans beat the Oregon Davis Lady Cats. An astounding performance. Mitch Columbia along with sports analyst Justin Ruff. Man, no pun intended, but for the Cats, that was rough.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
I still got a sense of humor. I can be sick as a dog and still be funny.
Oh, yeah. But no, obviously.
I can't wait to go home. I'm going to cuddle up, maybe take a nice hot shower and just cuddle up in bed and just, oh, man. I'm worn out. I've only had soup this week. I had a half a can of soup on Monday, the other half on Tuesday. I finally got a full can of chicken noodle down.
There you go.
Yesterday. And then today I had Progresso soup.
Nice.
Oh, no, I had 2 eggs over easy in the morning. That was kind of hard. That was the first time I tried solid food. But enough about me. It was rough for the Lady Cats. I'm running low on energy. I'm hungry, but I can't eat. That's the worst thing for a guy like me. You know I love to eat. Look at me.
I know. Well, heck, it looks like you have a six-pack now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's the only good thing that came out of this, right? Watch out, ladies. I'm coming to town.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Well, okay. It was rough. Let's go back to that.
It sure was. Heck, we came into this game. We kind of obviously thought it was going to be a little bit closer than what it was. I mean, we know Oregon Davis is definitely stepping up this year. Like I mentioned, last year they only had 6 wins, and I feel like yes, they're a younger team, but leading the way with Gabby, it's nothing. Like we mentioned, nothing went their way right off the tip. It was just everything went wrong. I do know Sarah Thompson got injured there. What quarter was that, Mitch? Was that was in the first? Was that in the first quarter?
Yeah.
She went down.
No. That was
second.
in. I thought it was after half.
Oh, I think it was in the first half. I do believe because they were trying to score on this side.
Okay, so she didn't even play in the entire second half.
No,
then.
she did not. She was
My
limping
gosh.
pretty good, and again, nothing went their way. And it is, when you have your leading rebounder, one of your best scorers go down early, and then Gabby later in the third. I mean, again, I think they were down by 30 at that point, but she got in foul trouble as well. Didn't go their way, but again, that was game number 8. I do believe they have lots to learn on this game and lots of things to dissect on film, but we know Coach Lady. We know what she's capable of. She knows the game of basketball pretty well. I think that's safe to say. So they're going to dissect this film and really learn from it. And again, I feel like the freshmen stepped up, especially towards the end of the game, or I'm sorry, in the third quarter when Gabby went out with that fourth foul. They really stepped up. Like, hey, I know we're freshmen, but we got to be Gabby here. And Gabby was doing a great job in the first, second quarter, really getting to the paint, doing as much as she could. But then once she went out with that fourth foul, Zalea and McMillan had to step up with being ball handlers, and I feel like they did. I mean, it's a different role, and but I feel like there's stuff to learn from this game, and I'm sure they will.
Well, we'll take a break and come back and figure out our Start Counting Co-op play of the game. It was a tough way to come up with this Start Counting Co-op play of the game. We'll see if we can get a word with head coach Tyson Mellon. Bring that chair over here.
He's coming. There he is.
I want you in this, though.
I'll get in. There
So
we go.
Tyson Mellon, head coach, is coming up to the press box right now. We'll talk about this team. I mean, they are really confident right now.
There he is.
Well, we'll get you now, Coach, because this team is well-oiled. And we talked about it, when we played ball, if there were more than 12, there were cuts. You guys have 18 girls, and they can all come in there, and they can provide. You've talked to us the last couple of years about getting this team where you want them. And it just feels right now that they are in a groove. Would you agree?
Yeah. I think at least that first quarter we were firing on all cylinders. It's been I remember when we had 7 players for several years.
Yeah,
I know it.
And you
didn't want to make cuts because you never know.
So, OD's going through it now. Winnemac down, with single digits, and it's the cycle.
It's weird, isn't it?
The cycle.
It's awful.
Fortunately, we're on the upswing. We've got numbers in lower levels, but it's coming. Our 7th grader only has 1. We only have 1 7th grader. It's crazy. You try to build a youth program and get kids involved, and if you can get 4 per grade.
Yeah.
It used to be 5, but we'll take 4 now.
Well, one thing that I thought was interesting was you were full court pressing, and then you pulled back, and then you changed up a little here. You kind of kept Oregon Davis on their toes. Is this the kind of action we're going to see from the Lady Trojans?
Well, Oregon Davis has a fantastic history of basketball, and I look back and see the state banners, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want to be the Oregon Davis south of 30.
Yeah.
There you go.
They can be the Oregon Davis north of 30. I want to be the Oregon Davis south of 30. And it may never happen, but, that's you strive for that.
Yeah.
Right.
And, Terry Minix, I coached, he would press us just like that and just bury us. And, I said, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
I want to be like that. I want to be able to play like
Rip
that.
their hearts out.
Well, I don't know about that, but at least get after them. His teams were so, their press was so good, and they had great athletes, and they could shoot, and I was just in awe. All those years, it's like, man, he's got it, and so that's your goal. I mean, you find something that you want, and you work at it, and that's what we've been doing. And that first quarter was something.
Oh, man.
And when you can jump on somebody like that, it's like, ooh. It's like fighting Rocky, right? You get hit in the face, and it's like, oh, boy.
Right.
So,
And that was right off the bat that happened. You made a statement right off the bat. What I loved, Coach, is, I loved your fast break. I'm sure you guys worked on that a lot. You dissected that, their press that Coach Lee wanted to do. What I loved was you guys going up against that zone defense, the ball swings. Fantastic. Me being a coach, a past coach, I was just drooling up here. I was just like, I love that. And then not only are you swinging the ball fast, but you're giving the post players involvement as well.
Yeah.
And they're not just they're looking too, because you guys like to shoot threes.
Yeah.
So is that just a thing you imprint in their brain?
Well, that's what we talk about. It's got to be inside out threes.
Yes.
There was early in the season, we were just running down the floor and jacking.
Oh.
And it's like, no, you got to get. I don't care if it's a drive where you get 2 feet in the paint and kick out, or hit the post and kick out, but it's got to hit the paint before we shoot a 3.
And I think almost all of them were that way.
Yeah,
I mean, it was awesome.
For the most part, it was like that. So, you got a 6-foot girl inside. You got to give her the ball, right?
And she knows what she's doing down there.
And Kaylee's the senior. You got to get her the ball,
Yeah.
right? You gotta, and then
And then second chance opportunities. You guys are hitting
Yes.
those as well.
Yep.
Well, Coach, we won't talk too much. I know we're going to have you on the Saturday show. We'll learn a little about your coaching staff, a little bit more about this team so far. But from where we sit, you come off the win against Winamac. You come off this. I mean, you guys are starting to piece together something here. Let's hope.
We'll try to keep it rolling. Yep.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Thanks for having me.
And I know you've
Thanks
been
for being here.
Oh, absolutely. And I know you've been battling some sickness too,
Yeah.
so it's going around right now.
Stay away from me, guys.
I
Just
know.
stay
We're getting
away
this
from
guy
me.
sick.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Coach.
Hey,
I appreciate
thanks,
it.
Coach.
That's head coach Tyson Mellon of the West Central Lady Trojans. Make sure to wash your hands, Coach.
Oh, boy, we're getting to that.
Well, COVID scarred us, you know. You can't go anywhere if you don't have a cloth over your face, you know. Let's not get down that story. But let's go ahead and take a break and come back. We have our Stark County Co-op play of the game up next. I think we have our idea of what that will be, so don't go anywhere. This is the Collins Insurance post-game show, and you are listening to Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
It's hard to believe, but time sure does fly by. Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox are celebrating over 30 years of taking care of all of your insurance needs in our communities.
If I could turn back time.
And we're not going anywhere.
Stop in and see Jim and the crew at Collins Insurance Agency in downtown Knox.
Insurance you can count on from a business you've trusted since 1989.
Proud presidential partners of Western Reserve.
On the way home from the game, a deer jumps in front of your truck. And now you've got to get that truck repaired. Make it easy on yourself. Take it to Mark's Body Shop. Mark's has done expert auto body service since 1998 and will work with you and your insurance provider for collision repair, custom body paint, and insurance work. And all work guaranteed by owner Mark Shell. Mark's Body Shop, proud to support high school sports. 772-7003.
It's time for the Stark County Co-op Play of the Game. Let's return to the voice of WKVI Sports, Mitch Columbi.
Well, before we get to our Stark County Co-op play of the game, we'll have an opportunity to talk with head coach of the Lady Cats. It's Aubrey Lady. Man, it just seemed a snowball effect, and snow is outside right now, so maybe that is part of it, Coach. You guys just couldn't get going what we normally are used to seeing you guys get going. We know Sarah Thompson, she's a walking double-double. We know Gabby Krause, she can pop it wherever she can. You know, that step-back jab, she's good at that. She just couldn't get them to fall tonight. And then the Lady Trojans, they just came out with that press, then they'd pull it back, then they would come in a different way. Talk about that first quarter and what you guys were doing in terms of trying to get them to realize what they had to do to adjust.
And there's a lot of teaching them and trying to tell them what is happening in those situations, and they aren't quite understanding what it is. You know, we're telling them go straight to the bucket, don't dance with them, don't go back and forth, go straight at the bucket, and they think they are. And you know, some of that comes back on me. We need to get in and watch some game film and show them this is what I'm asking you to do. This is what you're doing. Do you see it now? So you know, I think that will help us. We just struggle as far as we tend to hide in the corner when things get tough, and we need somebody else besides Gabby Krause to come up and help relieve her a little bit. But, you know, credit to West Central. They played a really nice game. They were up in our face. They were all over the floor. They were knocking down shots. And unfortunately for us, we just weren't ready to play. You know, we need to get healthy. That will help, you know, having two girls out and then another one go out when you only have 6 on the bench to go in. It makes it tough, but the good thing about that is, you know, when Eva Young's name was called and she went in, she did some good things. She was hustling, you know. I tried to tell the girls there's 5 spots and they're always available. And Eva did come in and she played like she was trying to earn a spot. She went in, you know, she didn't do everything right. She's a freshman, but she's learning and she's hustling and she's going after the boards and she's getting on the ground, and that's what we need.
You came into tonight 6-3. You had a really good start to the season. So maybe tonight was the first adversity that you guys had faced quite like this, or?
Yeah, I think, you know, with Jayla out, being a starter and then moving another freshman into that spot, it's a learning experience. Different roles, kind of, when they're going in different positions, and just understanding that now someone has to step up and fill her shoes, and it can be anybody. You try to tell them, and they think it's this person. It's not. But again, we have to go back to learning and go back and show them the X's and O's, and this is why we're running this play. This is what we're asking you to do here, and we'll get there. And we have a few days until we play against Culver next week, so hopefully we can figure it out before then.
What I like, Coach, was, like you said, your young team. But, when Gabby went out with a fourth foul, you mentioned Young stepping up. I feel like Zalea stepped up defensively. She was all over the place. And McMillan stepped up as well, kind of taking the Gabby role, getting into the paint.
Yeah.
That was really key for just 3 freshmen there stepping up when they needed to when Gabby was out.
Absolutely. We try to tell Maddie she doesn't want to score the ball, but I said you have to be a threat, because if not, now you're putting 2 defenders on the ball handler because they don't have to worry about you. But when it comes to defense, you do not want her guarding you. I can tell you that. She's all over the place. But Erin did a decent job. She just has to understand, you're going to make mistakes. You got to move on to the next play. And I think sometimes we think about 2, 3, 4, 5 plays back, and we can't change those. So move on, make the next play, and go from there.
Well, I appreciate you coming up and talking, Coach, after a tough loss like that. But I know you guys are going to go back to the drawing board and run these girls a little bit harder. I know how you guys work. So keep up the hard work, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you after a big-time win here shortly.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for coming.
Absolutely. That's head coach of the Oregon-Davis Lady Cats, Aubrey Lady, as it's now time for our Stark County Co-op play of the game. And, Justin, you'd kind of decided what you think it will be.
I do believe it has to be Madison DeMoss. She really...
No, the play of the game.
Oh, I just ruined it.
Well, everyone knew anyway. The play of the game.
Play of the game. I'm sorry. Play of the game has to be the first couple minutes in that first quarter. West Central really going at it, really kind of shocking Oregon-Davis in that press. Doug, 8-0 start there. I think it was 2 threes and the DeMoss score in the interior.
Yeah, eight quick ones.
That was just showed Oregon-Davis that, hey, we're here and we're going to be all night pretty much in this. So that really just carved the whole thing right off the bat for Oregon-Davis. For West Central to really just be in control of the whole game. And I do believe that's what started the match. That's why it's the play of the game, not the player of the game.
I agree. So we're going to take a break and come back. Our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is up next. You're listening to the Collins Insurance post-game show on KVB's WKVI.
The Stark County Co-op has been a member-owned farm services co-op in Stark County since 1928. That's over 90 years, and they're still providing the same quality agronomy services to the farming community of Stark and surrounding counties. The Stark County Co-op is an LP and fuel provider. The Stark County Co-op purchases grain at both locations, Hamlet and Brems. You can reach them by phone at 1-800-782-3392.
One thing that I always hope for is a white Christmas. It just really reminds me of my childhood and being with the family. This is Mitch Columby wishing you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The spirit of Christmas lives every day right here on K99.3 WKVI.
Time to announce the Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game. Mitch.
Hey, thanks, John. It's time now for our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game, given in memory of Ashley Derrickson, a 2008 graduate of North Judson St. Pierre High School, who battled cancer throughout her high school career before losing that battle on December 12th of 2008. We'll tell you who's earned that honor after this word from 5-star.
5-star, the largest meat and grocery store in the area, focused on quality, value, and customer service. The 5 stars in the name of the store come from 5 family members of the original owners serving in World War II, each one represented by a blue star on a flag hanging in the front window of the family home. That's why even decades later, 5-star is known for its dedication to service. Now that dedication means savings for you. 5-star, one of the We Care stores, the area's largest meat and grocery store, focused on quality, value, and customer service. Located, you know where, in the Knox Mall.
Well, who do you think our Ashley Derrickson 5-star player of the game is, Justin? Hey, they may have now just been joining us, so they don't know.
I'm going to change it up now. No, I'm joking. It has to be Madison DeMoss, just the interior beast there for her. She just had I think I lost track of scoring
So
there.
This is unofficial.
Unofficial.
But she had over 10.
Yeah, I had 14 points. Could have been more. And I had her down for 8 rebounds. But
Close to a double-double.
Yeah, I mean, she just controlled, I feel like, the paint for really both sides. She did really good in the defensive end, too. But she's really hard to stop. There's one point where she did a left-hand hook in the interior.
Yeah.
And then the next play, she got in the same spot. She did a right-hand hook.
Yeah.
Just lots of tools in her bag, and I feel like she displayed them here tonight in the Fox's Den. Fox's Den. Bobcat Den. It's shame on me. Goodness. Long night,
I thought
Mitch.
I was the one that was sick.
It's a long night. But no, it definitely has to be to the sophomore there in DeMoss.
Well, I feel like if Jordan had a flu game, I can have a flu game, right, too.
Actually,
right?
technically, that wasn't a flu.
Well, now they fast forward, right, food poisoning. And mine wouldn't be a flu. That they diagnosed it as tonsillitis. So.
Yeah, sounds fun.
One of my managers told me, well, that's why you should have had your tonsils removed. I never had my tonsils removed. So thanks,
Shame
Mom
on
and
you.
Dad. Well, KVB's WKVI Sports is back in action Saturday night to see the South Central Lady Satellites host the Culver Lady Cavaliers. That's right here on 99.3 FM and streaming throughout the world on WKVI.com. We also remind you to join us every weekend throughout the school year for the Saturday Sports Line. That's the longest-running high school sports show in Indiana. We always have several of our area head coaches on hand as we go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central on 99.3 FM and online at WKVI.com. If you ever miss the Saturday Sports Line, don't worry. We remind you of the Saturday Sports Line replay every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. Follow us on social media. We are on Instagram at WKVI Sports, on X at KVB Sports, and on Facebook at Sports to the Max for all Kankakee Valley Broadcasting sports content. Final word from you tonight, Jay.
Dang it, Mitch. I tell you, if you get me sick.
Yeah, your wife's going to kill me.
My throat hurts again already. It's just not.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay.
No, Mitch. Thanks for the invite. It's always fun. It's going to be fun. I mean, when you do games like, especially we're 8 games in. I think at this point for some of these teams later on in the season, you see where they stand at that point heading to sectional.
Right.
I feel like both of these teams are at a spot. Even though Oregon Davis didn't have the best game tonight, I feel like they have. I mean, they have a good squad that can compete.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see what these two teams look like towards the end of the season. And I really love being here. Thank you, Mitch.
No, I appreciate you being here, Jay. It was awesome. Always love the enthusiasm. So thank you so much. It's always been an honor to broadcast with you, Justin. I hope you know that from the bottom of my heart. It's always been an honor to broadcast with you.
Thank you.
Our final in this one, the West Central Lady Trojans beat the Oregon Davis Lady Cats 67-22. From all of us here at KVB, we certainly thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball. For our sports analyst Justin Ruff, our in-game announcer John Thompson, I am Mitch Columbi. The tradition continues. We are Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Thank you for listening to Indiana High School basketball on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI. Sponsored in part by Coca-Cola, Culver's Portside Marina, L&D Farms, Farm Fertilizers, First Farmers Bank and Trust, Lawrence Farms, Mark's Body Shop in Knox, Zingo Express, Pulaski Memorial Hospital, Stark County Co-op, The Auto Park with locations in LaPorte, Plymouth, and Bremen, USW Local 9551, Collins Insurance, McGrath Refrigeration, Web Printing and JT Shirt Shack, Kankakee Valley REMC, Osborne Advantage Real Estate, Keener Construction, LAP Waste, Sideline Automotive, Howard's Marathon of Winamac, and 5 Star. We'd like to thank our sponsors for their dedication in supporting local high school sports and helping continue the tradition on Kankakee Valley Broadcasting's WKVI.
Here's the three in the corner on the way! Yes! Yes! Big time three at a big time moment.